Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Okay, today we're going to proceed to our next tutorial, which is the XBit depth generation. Alright, for this part point 3, I will divide it into two parts, which is part point 3.1, which is the depth file generation using the depth 3D Quickin. Okay, and then the NE layer, which is the non-erodible layer file using the depth 3D Quickin also. Alright, so let's proceed. First thing first, we need to open our depth 3D. Okay, so after we open our depth 3D, so we need to set up our working directory. Okay, next is we need to open up our grid. So we need to go to grid. Okay, and then choose Quickin. Okay, now we go to the attribute file and import. So we import our grid. Okay, so this is our grid. So for a better view, we need to open up our line boundary. So open our line boundary. Okay, next is we need to open up our sample. Sample can be any topography data or bathymetry data. Okay, so you input it in Excel first, and then you save it as a XYZ file or .txt file. So open our sample. Go to file, attribute file, open samples. Okay, so for example, here is my sample in XYZ. Okay, so we open up. So this is our sample for bathymetry and the triangular interpolation. So we need to go to operation using the triangular interpolation. So you just click it. Okay, now after we triangulate it, okay, so we need to delete our samples. Delete samples. Okay, so this is our depth from our sample that we input before. Okay, so to manipulate our samples, we can go to edit using these two, which is the depth linear and depth iso line. So depth linear is basically to input that value in the empty grid using the isometric value. The iso line is to input the depth value in the empty grid using the isometric value. Okay, for example, the depth linear to input the depth. So to check the depth first, okay, you can check it here by pressing it. So it's -10. So if you are using the depth linear, so you just can highlight it and then put -10 at the end. Okay, and then click OK. So you can see we got our bathymetry for that area. So you can manipulate it again. For example, here I show you in that iso line. Alright, so that is isometric. So it input the same with this the nets of the grid area. Alright, so you can try adjust it accordingly. Now you have your already adjusted bed level. Okay, so we can press our grid and can see this bed level that you already made. Okay, So next step, before we save our depth, we need to smooth our line. So we go to operation and click smooth. I recommended using it twice or 3 times. Okay, so this is our smooth bed level. Okay, next we can save it. So we just click export and export the depth. Okay, so we save accordingly and then just click save. Okay, so now we need to proceed to our next part, which is part 3.2, creating the NE layer file. So using the depth with the same depth file from our this tutorial, so we just can go to operation. Okay, and then click on combine depth and uniform depth value, change depth to max of depth and uniform value. So click yes, change everything to 10. Okay, okay, and then now we still have a little bit of value to change here, so we need to repeat it again. Change to the mean of depth. Okay, and then just click 10. Okay, so we have a same value here is 10. Okay, now we need to input our the NE location, so our structure location or the rocky shore location, the thing that is non-erodible in our study area. So we can go to attribute file. All right, so we open up again sample. Okay, so we already upload our sample. Next we need to do draw a polygon. So we go to edit polygon and new. So we need to draw polygon around our study hard structure samples. Okay, if you are okay with it, just click there. Okay, next is we need to redraw again for this area also. Okay, then we need to delete our that surrounding our in our polygon. So go to operation, delete that. Okay, now we already delete our, so we need to delete our polygon and also samples. Okay. So here is the empty that area, so we need to input it with a data of 0. So field missing the depth with uniform value, so click yes. Okay, the value is 0. Okay, why I'm using 0 to 10 value? Okay, so in SBish, 0 for the NE layer means it the area is non-erodible, while for 10 value it means that it can erode up to 10 meter. So that's why I'm using the 0 and 10 value for creating the NE layer. So after we finish it, so this is your NE layer. To save it, just click import that and save your NE layer. Alright, that's all for me. Alright, see you again in our next tutorial. I hope you well, and thank you.